How's it going, everybody? It's Frisbee Moonsong here. Yow! And today I am here with a friend of mine, G, also known as Gaikashi. He's going to be joining me in the video for today. So, if you remember, we are going to be doing, if you look on your screen over here, you can see that we are going to be doing the Ancient Guardians giveaway. Now, I know I actually kind of got mixed up with the days because I said it was supposed to be today, or a couple of days ago, and then I didn't do it because I thought today was a couple of days ago, and I literally got completely mixed up. But it's today, and you guys are gonna get your things today. So that's what we're gonna do today. G is going to be the deciding randomizer of the gift. So we'll be looking at, or not randomizer, but he's actually gonna roll dice, and we're gonna see which of your lucky comments gets it. Now remember, the rulings for the comments was you had to tell me what you liked in the set, what cards you liked in the set. So if your number comes through and you are not saying that, well, I'm sorry, but you didn't follow the rules. But you know what, there's always next time, there's always a lot more giveaways. But first, for the video today, we are going to be looking at a couple of the South African decks that are doing well. Now the thing is, G is not an expert on Yu-Gi-Oh, but but he's here listening in, and he doesn't get into it too much, but you know, that's my job. I'm here to tell you what to do, and he's here to give out the prizes, so that's pretty cool. So we're gonna go into fifth place, and as you see here in fifth place, I kind of have a tie with a couple of them. So I think Virtual World is really good because in one of the ban lists, when they banned Calamities, Virtual World didn't really lose anything, but the plays that they can make right now are really good. They can go into a lot of synchros. They can actually make Dragoon still, and they can still make Crystal Wing. I know this is it's a synchro deck, okay? So you're getting this from the synchro side, but they're very good because a lot of their effects activate from hand, which allow you to negate with Cyframe Gamma, and it gives you a lot of windows of opportunity to play with them, and they actually don't lose to that many hand traps. Even they can play through even a Lancia, which is actually a really good hand trap this morning. But I think this morning in this format. But I think it is a really good deck to actually watch out for, especially in the South African meta. It's very good. If you want, pick it up. I do recommend it. It's still really good right now. Another deck I'm going to go for is Drytron in fifth place. Now, we haven't seen what Drytron can do yet here in South Africa, but I feel like it is going to be really amazing. I've seen a lot of people come up with a lot of amazing builds. There's Drytron Vendred, there's Drytron Gishki, like if you see in one of my previous videos, the combo that I made, which can still be extended on, and of course there is the Herald version of Drytron, and let us not forget there is the final Megalith version of Drytron, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot more that people can come up with, and it's very consistent, and with the new Diviner, it's really, really amazing. So I think that's also another deck to watch out for. Also, another one of the decks that I feel is in the top 5th spot is Altergeist. Now, this is, I feel, one of the top control decks of the format. I think, obviously, with Lightning Storm and Harpy's Feather Duster being in, it is still dangerous, but this deck can still perform really well. It's been topping a lot of tournaments in America, and I think even in the UK, and I think here in South Africa, it still does really well, especially if more it doesn't have as much representation, but I feel like the more representation, I think this deck could do amazingly. And I think it's got quite a high ceiling because, especially when you get out Hextia, this deck becomes insane. And it's got really good recursion and a really good grind game, which a lot of the decks are slowly starting to struggle with. So next on my 5th tide, I know there's a lot of tide fits, but I think these are decks that can actually just fit in there. I know this is weird, but Dragon Link. I haven't seen Dragon Link been performing in South Africa. Yeah, I know, it looks pretty cool, right? I love this image of it. It looks pretty badass. And I haven't seen Dragon Link being performing in South Africa, but I think it can do really, really well. But I haven't seen that many people playing it. I think it hasn't topped because it hasn't had the representation needed. And it's also quite a difficult thing to get in South Africa, especially if you need to get all the pieces. Like, you need to get Safer Dragons, you need to get the Chaos Spaces. Those are really difficult to get, especially with Toon Chaos slowly going out of rotation with the sets, but we are having the Megatons coming up, so we gotta watch out for that. But I think this deck still has good potential. It just needs a little more reputation. Now, coming in at 4th place, we have Eldritch. Now, I think Eldritch is a really good control deck. I think it's really good if you mix it with something. I don't think pure is amazing, but I think if you're able to mix it with something, it's actually it's got really good recursion. This is the boss monster, which looks pretty badass, right? Right? Yeah, exactly. So it's got like an Egyptian theme, which is I think is pretty cool, like a pyramid sort of theme where there's traps, and I don't know. That's my sort of thing. That's how it, because it's the Golden Lord, City of Gold, that kind of thing. I don't know. I feel like it's got that kind of vibe. But anyway, it's like the stolen jewels. But anyway, it's got. Yeah, I think it's a really good deck at the moment if you mix it with something, and I think it's got really good stalling tactics. And the fact that this thing can go up to 3,500 attack and not be destroyed is really good. And the non-targeting destruction and banish is amazing. So I think this is a good deck to watch out for. It's a good engine to have at least in other decks that you play. Now going into number 3, I think we have Dinos, because Misk just says no. If you activate anything, Misk says your dinos are unaffected by anything. So yeah, a card that says unaffected by anything is pretty stupid. And UCT looks pretty cool. Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, right? I mean, the lightning around him. I mean, who doesn't want UCT as your boss monster? This thing is a beast. But I think Dino's really good contender, especially with Scrap Raptor coming out, especially in South Africa. It is such an easy deck to get. It's got there's a structure deck, so you can buy 3 of them. So I think it's really, really awesome and really good, because I think one thing about South Africa is a lot of budget decks that are meta do really well here. So I think this is one to watch out for. Then if we go on to number 2, which has been topping a lot recently, we have Shadow Invoked. As you can see, there's the Invoked there, there's the Dogmatica there. Oh, yeah, with the Dogmatica, let's not forget that, because that's pretty good. Yeah, because Nadir's Servant. And then we have the Shadow. So this deck, this trio of a deck, some people even just play Invoke Dogmatica, which is still pretty good. But it is so strong. Winder being amazingly strong. The fact that it has Win in its name just says how good it is. The fact that you can only special summon once per turn. The negate that Macabre provides. The control that the Dogmatica provides with popping cards and increasing attack. This is a really strong and actually very consistent deck, because even if you ash them, they've always got Invocation in hand. So, so I think this is another deck to watch out for in South Africa, especially because the people that do own it are really topping with it, and the only tough part to get is probably the Dogmatica stuff, but even Shadow Invoked on its own is doing amazingly. So yes, this is one to really watch out for. And then coming in at the number 1 spot, which I think is the best deck, and you must really watch out for, is Tri-Brigade Zoo. Now I think the trap variant is amazing. The new card that searches out the trap that refreshes your whole grave, I think, yes, I think this, and the fact that it summons banished monsters, this is going to be so consistent. I think a lot of people are going to be changing to this, and I think the fact that it's so affordable makes it really good in South Africa in the meta gameplay here, and I think this is going to be a really strong deck to look out for. The stunt variant I don't think is going to be as strong, but I still think it's really good. But the control variant with the traps and searching out the trap and going into zoo plays, I think that's going to be one that's going to be very dangerous in this format. So that's what I think you guys need to look out for. These are some decks I recommend still getting, because they're really, really good, and some of them are really, really affordable here in South Africa. So, I hope you guys enjoyed those. I want to first also send a congratulations to our previous winners. If you remember, Ginger Yami and Adrian Shoba, congratulations to you two for winning the Ghost from the Past. There's a picture of them over there, as you can see on screen. Congratulations to you two, and I hope your pulls are amazing. Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, Mr. G, we are going to be rolling the D20. Now what we have done is we are going to be rolling it on screen, so it will make it easier for you guys to see, and we can make it fair, and Mr. G will click the button. Now if we look carefully, there are rules to this. Remember I said in order to stand a chance to win this, you have to you have to notify what your favorite card is from the set, or what your favorite archetype is from the set, if you watch the video properly. So for those of you who follow the rulings, we are going to insert your comment in. So as you can see, we've got Mr. Ben, we've got also Mr. Andrew, who likes the Archetypes. We're gonna have to cancel this one because someone said they can't wait for the results. I apologize about not being today, but it's okay. Someone said the Archetypes, so they get in. Let's see, they like the Skullmeister. Woot woot, there we go. There's someone coming in from the okay, so no, unfortunately that's a no, so we're gonna have to skip that. Yeah, so we'll be counting them depending on whether they liked the what archetypes they liked or what cards they liked from it. So unfortunately, if you did not mention that, we will not be able to add you into it. So let us go straight to the roll, and Mr. G, would you be the one to do the honors of pressing the button? So go ahead, if you can reach, go ahead and click on go in 3, 2, 1.
Go!
Number 10. So we got number 10. Yes, we got number 10. This is good. Okay, let's see who gets it. Now we have to count only the people who actually mentioned an archetype. Remember this now, hey? So we have to get all the people who mentioned an archetype. So Ben Badamana, you are the first one because you mentioned Earth's Arctic. Ogdoadics, there we go. That's 2. Let's see. Number 3, Ogdoadics. Number 4, because we got Skullmeister. So that's number 4. Let's go. Number 5, is this the number 5? Yes, there's Earth's Arctic. So it's not erastic, but it's fine. Close enough. That's number 5. Number 6. There we go, Arctic. Where's number 7? The sulfur cord. There we go. Okay, we're gonna have to skip the amount of shiny stuff because it doesn't mention anything about it, about the archetypes. So that is how many now so far? It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we got number 7, and then we got number 8 for Bianca. We got number 9 because of the snakes for Mr. Marco. Unfortunately, we're talking about Super Heavy Samurai, but we're supposed to be talking about what's in the set. And the last one we have, okay, Mr. Tian Skrider. So congratulations, Tian Skrider, because we have to talk about snakes. Why does it have to be snakes? And we have La De Ro Mi So. Oh god, and do the roar. So that's pretty cool. That's actually a nice comment to win. So congratulations, Mr. Tian Skrider. The box will, where is it? There we go. The box will be coming to you. Congratulations on your win on the Ancient Guardians. Well done. And I just want to thank Solarpop and Plug Yourself again for the sponsor of this box. So thank you guys all for tuning in, and remember just to keep an eye on the videos so you can follow the instructions, so you will get a chance to get the prize. And don't worry, for you guys who didn't get it, there are many more opportunities to win. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. Thank you to Mr. G for joining me today, and we will see you guys in the next one. From me, Frisbee Moonsong, I'm out. Cheers guys. Yow!